Our next guest has topped the ARIA country charts and he's not showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon. Would you please welcome the king of Aussie country, Casey Barnes.
Hello.
Yeehaw! Well, you've had a big year. Your album Mayday won a Golden Guitar at the Aussie Country Music Awards, and you've been working in Nashville. There's been so much happening.
Yeah, a lot of touring and working on a new album, so it's very exciting.
Why do you think country music is so big now in mainstream music?
Yeah, it's definitely having a moment right now, which is super exciting. I think it's a combination of maybe mainstream radio is starting to play country music a little bit more than they used to. A lot of the big US acts are coming out, and I don't know, it's that country music's all about having good fun, and we try and put on great live shows and make sure people enjoy themselves. So I think people are wanting to tap into that. You know, it's a good vibe.
Yeah.
And I understand, Casey, for you, music's something of a family affair, is that right?
It is, yes. My wife and I met through music. She's a singer as well, and you can see here, this is us a couple of weeks ago. That's my daughter next to me on stage at the Gympie Muster, and, yeah, she's now singing as well, and,
cool.
And my other daughter is too, so, yeah.
Oh, I
Very
love
talented
that.
family,
The
yeah.
Gympie Muster.
That's a must-do. If you ever get the chance to do the Gympie Muster, it's one of those festivals, you have to do it. It's awesome.
If you're happy to talk about it or share, I understand you had a bit of a health scare recently.
Yeah. Well, I guess one of those things growing up as a kid, playing a lot of sport, a lot of footy, being outside. I enjoy running and that sort of thing. Get a lot of regular skin checks just to make sure everything's okay, but had one of my recent melanoma checks, and there was this tiny little, like, probably the size of a pinhead, little, dot on my arm, and the doctor said, look, we'll keep an eye on that. We could take a biopsy today, or, we could check it out in another few months. And there was like this little voice in my head that was like, let's just get a biopsy done just to be safe.
That's the right voice.
Do that.
Always.
And came back. It was, an early melanoma, so straight in, had it cut out.
Good.
Lucky, very lucky, but, yeah, don't muck around when it comes to stuff like that.
Oh, well said.
Good message.
In your younger days, you were very good at footy, Aussie rules footy, and then you decided, no, I'm going to focus on my music.
Yep.
Surely that's the right call.
Well.
But do you have any regrets?
Mate, all I wanted to do my entire life as a kid growing up down in Tassie playing was I wanted to play one game on the MCG, because that was the holy grail, and I'm a mad Hawthorn supporter and always have been. But, yeah, it sort of got to a point I played a bit of rep footy and went up to Queensland and played with Nick Riewoldt, and we won a premiership, and he went on to captain St Kilda and I went on to do music. So it was sort of got to a point where it's hard to do both. But, yeah, I hopefully pick the right thing.
Maybe you could do like a charity match one day with...
Yeah.
That's what,
Maybe you can do
That would be the inroad. That would be
Get
the
rid of
inroad.
Snoop Dogg, maybe you can do the AFL Grand Final, eh?
That's the dream.
We will give you a present, but look, it's basically soap with my mate's face on it and Hawthorn
And
colour.
your
We're going to be
colour.
clean and thrilled at the same time.
Yes. What about in your younger days? Was there any sort of country singers back then that you really loved and admired?
Yeah, well, interestingly, the first concert I ever went to as a kid was Johnny Cash. And Johnny Cash and John Williamson was the support act, and I just remember being that small that I was just peeking through the crowd, just trying to get a glimpse of it all. But that and then, I wasn't just country. I was always influenced by, Dire Straits and the Beatles and, Matchbox 20 when I went through the 90s and, all those sort of rock bands and stuff. Yeah. So I guess my sound has that element to it as well. It's country, but there's a little bit of rock to it as well. And
Always a bit of a twang?
A little bit of a twang.
Yeah.
When I used to do covers gigs, you'd have drunk punters come up at the end of the night and they'd go, mate, have you ever thought about doing country? I reckon you bloody go all right at or whatever. And I'd be like, no, I'm not doing country music. But then, as it happens, it's exactly what I ended up doing.
Ever consider doing like a fusion track? Because we could do like a Bhangra,
Yes.
Punjabi, Aussie country.
Yeah,
I think
I
that would be
like
a
it.
good combo.
Mate,
The music would work.
I'm open to it.
Almost left you hanging there.
Yay! Well, Casey, thank you so much for stopping by. Now, we're not going to let you go without performing. Big round of applause. So we will let you head over to the kitchen.
Absolutely.
And get ready. I mean, kitchen, where else do you want to perform?
We do a lot of rehorsals at home in the kitchen,
Excellent.
so this is good. This is
Perfect. Well, thank you very much. Casey Barnes, everybody. And you can catch Casey playing around Australia at some of the big country music festivals. Just head to his website for all of the details.